In April, Sean Levy dropped some juicy details about the Real Steel sequel. In an interview with Collider, the director straight up confirmed that production is moving along as planned and the script is already in the bag. According to him, the story will pick up 5 years after the events of the first film, featuring an entirely new cast and characters. So for those hoping Hugh Jackman would make a comeback, don't hold your breath, no matter how much we might want it. And one more thing, the sequel is coming out as a mini-series on Disney+. Let's be real, the studio isn't exactly brimming with confidence in this franchise, which didn't exactly break the box office back in 2011. We're in an era where production costs have skyrocketed, and every producer is laser-focused on turning a profit. Some creators are even sacrificing story quality for the sake of hype and higher revenue. Studios are chasing those big cinematic universes that rake in billions over time. And in this climate, under-the-radar projects like Real Steel risk getting left in the dust. But with the rise of AI and a renewed interest in robots, the upcoming show might just live up to the expectations of both longtime fans and producers. Sean Levy also said that he won't be returning as director, though he'll still oversee the project. Meanwhile, Steven Spielberg will step in as executive producer. It's worth mentioning that Levy had already prepared a draft for the second installment, and according to him, he and Hugh had plenty of discussions about it. But originally, Real Steel 2 was intended to be a full-length movie. So, why Disney changed their mind at some point is still a mystery, especially since Levy expressed interest in casting Ryan Reynolds as the main antagonist. Now that would have been something. The return of the Jackman-Reynolds duo could have easily pulled in a potential $1 billion at the box office. With multiple drafts in hand, a dedicated fan base, and Levy potentially steering the ship, the road to a much-anticipated sequel seems wide open. Pairing Hugh and Ryan could have taken their collaboration to a whole new level. And who knows, this combo might have redefined the franchise, injecting it with fresh energy and maybe even setting a new standard for sequels. But it seems like the producers are in no rush, opting to develop a series first. One potential storyline for the first season could be the origin of Adam. The original film never revealed who created Adam or how he ended up in that junkyard. Levy has hinted that when they were developing the concept, they intentionally left a few mysteries open, like Adam's origin and his creators. We also never found out if he is partially sentient. In other words, his shadowboxing feature could be more than just a program. There are several scenes where Adam almost seems fully self-aware. These details might finally be explored in the series. For instance, I'd love to see who built him and why. The sequel's ambition could delve into Adam's intelligence, suggesting he might possess consciousness rather than just being a sophisticated machine. If true, this could elevate him from a mere robot to a key character. This concept taps into rich narrative potential, building on the hints from the first part that were never fully explored. Diving into Adam's possible intelligence and consciousness opens up new storytelling avenues, challenging the traditional lines between humans and machines. By exploring these deeper themes within a robot initially designed for combat, Real Steel 2 could offer a thought-provoking commentary on identity, autonomy, and what it means to be truly conscious. Bottom line, there are a ton of potential storylines for a sequel. After all, the franchise only has one single movie so far. Even if Disney goes the action-packed route with the series, giving us another World Robot Boxing Tournament with brand new robots, it also could work. The Real Steel universe has to be filled with hundreds of characters we haven't seen yet. A series could fix that, introducing new faces and expanding the world, and if the show becomes a hit, Disney could easily call Sean Levy back to cook up another full-length movie. That's when things would get really interesting. Then we could start talking about Jackman's return and another team-up with Reynolds. The series could act as a testing ground for the studio to measure the franchise's continued appeal. If the show pulls strong viewership and ratings, Hugh might be back on board. He's made it clear how much he loves the role and would be eager to revisit it. Bringing in new fan-favorite stars like Ryan Reynolds to the Real Steel universe would only make the anticipation skyrocket. Subscribe.